I am on my way to catch my flight from Kochi to Singapore and from there to Surabaya, a city in Indonesian island of Java. I will be traveling in Singapore Airlines in two flights, one from Kochi to Singapore and the other is from Singapore to Surabaya. On my visit to Indonesia, I will be traveling around Java for 3 to 4 days and rest of the 8 to 9 days I'll be traveling around Bali. My flight is from Terminal 3 of Cochin International Airport, and this is a view of Terminal 3 entrance or departure. The luggage check in was followed by the immigration and later the security check. After security check, we'll be entering the waiting area at the Cochin International Airport. These are some of the documents that you require for travel to Indonesia. First one is the Bali tourism tax, which is around 150,000 Indonesian rupiah. Then the customs declaration form. Then you have a health declaration form, and then the visa on arrival. You can either apply for visa on arrival at the airport in Indonesia or from your home country. This is the Earth launch where you have complimentary access if you have a credit card. Debit cards of some banks also provide complimentary access to the Earth launch. These are some of the partnership banks that provides launch access. On the same floor where the lounge is situated, you can also find a food court of various brands. Food court and the lounge is located in the first floor. And this is the view of the waiting hall from the food court. After having dinner at the lounge, I came back and sat in the waiting hall. There are only two direct flights from Kochi to Singapore, which is by Singapore Airlines. One is at 10:55 p.m. in the night and the other one is 1:10 a.m. in the early morning. I am traveling by the flight which takes off at 1:10 a.m. This is the interior of the Singapore Airlines with enough leg room. They also provide blanket for the night journeys. There is also an infotainment system which allows you to browse the movies and helps to navigate where the aircraft is. Also, they provide a complimentary earphone. As the flight started taxiing, they displayed the flight instructions. On the left-hand corner of the screen, you can see the instructions given for deaf and dumb persons.
As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft, please give us your attention as we bring you through this important safety briefing and on a journey through Singapore. During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put the back of your seat upright and keep your shoes on. Before we take off, stow your luggage under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartments. Make sure that your seat belt is securely fastened during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To fasten, bring the two ends of the seat belt together until you hear a click. Tighten it by pulling on the strap. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. If you're in business class, pull the shoulder strap to fasten your seat belt. To unfasten, press the release button. We recommend keeping your seat belt fastened throughout the flight. Whenever the seat belt sign is turned on, infants should be lifted from the bassinet and secured with an infant seat belt. If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down sharply. Place it over your mouth and nose. Pull the lateral straps to tighten it and breathe as usual. Secure your mask first before helping others. It is normal for the bag to not fully inflate. There are several emergency exits in this aircraft. Take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Count the rows of seats to the closest exit in front and behind you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace, assume the brace position. If you can reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and place it on the back of the front seat. Place your hands on top of your head. Keep your feet flat on the floor and heels towards your seat. If you can't reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and lean forward as far as you can. Place your hands on top of your head. If you're in business class, assume the brace position by lowering your head and placing your hands on your lap. In an emergency evacuation, life vests are located under or between your seats. All large electronic devices, such as laptops, must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. During these times, charging your electronic devices is also not allowed. If you're not using your device, it must be held in your hand or placed in a seat pocket in front of you. If your device drops into the gap between the seats, refrain from adjusting the seat and ask the cabin crew for assistance. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking, including the charging and use of e-cigarettes, is prohibited throughout the aircraft, including the lavatories. Thank you for your attention. Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board as well as in Singapore or any.
This is the view of the Cochin International Airport from the aircraft while taxiing. Singapore Airlines is the only airline which provides direct flight from Cochin to Singapore. All other airlines including Indigo and Air India provides only connecting flights to Singapore. Though the ticket is expensive, you can get price set low if you book a ticket 3 to 4 months before. Flight takeoff from Cochin. After takeoff, dinner was served and there were three options and I opted for rice and fish curry. This is some sort of chaat which was available as starters. So we are midway through a flight to Singapore. So in the flight, I slept for some time, saw some movies, and this was the view from early morning. If you are awake, you can see the transition from night to morning when you are in the flight. I slept midway, so I missed that transition. We are approaching Singapore, and one sign that you can see when you are approaching Singapore is that the sea will be full of ships.
Welcome to Singapore, ladies and gentlemen, and to all Singaporeans and residents of Singapore, a warm welcome home. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is off. Please take care when opening the overhead compartments and remember to take all your belongings with you.
Finally, we landed at Singapore Changi Airport at around 8 a.m. in the morning. Once the aircraft came into halt, aerobridge was connected and I started deboarding from the aircraft. The business class seats are located in the front portion of the aircraft, and this is one such a business class seat. The cost for the business class is actually two and a half times that of the normal economy. So my flight landed in Terminal 2 of the Singapore Changi Airport. Singapore Changi Airport has got 4 terminals, out of which 3 terminals are interconnected by SkyTrains. And to reach the 4th terminal, you may have to seek the help of a bus. This is the 3rd time I'm visiting the Singapore airport. And also this is the 2nd time that I'm taking transit via Singapore to other country. I don't need a visa if I'm taking transit via Singapore with the same airlines and same PNR. I went to washroom to freshen myself, and this is the view from inside the washroom. It was so neat and clean.